Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is the MacVoices Briefing. In fact, this is the very first MacVoices Briefing, the newest addition to the MacVoices group of shows. So what's a MacVoices Briefing? Well, with all the other shows, MacVoices, MacVoices TV, Mac Notables, and the Mac Jury, we have guests, sometimes one, sometimes more, that focus on a product, a service, a book, a piece of news of the day, or a specific topic. But what that format hasn't allowed me to do very effectively is provide you with some information that I've wanted to for a long time. That's where the MacVoices Briefing comes in. Here you'll find my hardware and software reviews, opinion pieces occasionally, problem solving, tips and tricks, that kind of thing. Anything I think that is helpful to help you get more out of your technology, and especially your Apple technology. The format of the show will be that of an executive briefing, so we won't be going in depth. We will be hitting the high points, the highlights, the things that I think are important, at least to me, and that I think are important to you to make an informed, intelligent decision or to actually get something done, solve a problem you have. The MacVoices Briefing is not going to be a regularly scheduled show either, like all my shows. We produce when there is something to say, when there's something useful, not just to say we put a show out and fill up your playlist. I hope you'll join us. Right now we are not in iTunes, in the iTunes store, but you can subscribe to us in iTunes, the program, by visiting the new MacVoicesBriefing.com website, picking up the URL for the RSS feed, and then including it in your iTunes feed. And I'll have links in the show notes with some explanation on exactly how to do that. We have submitted to iTunes. We hope to be there soon, be approved soon, so it'll be a little bit easier, but for now, that's the best way to get it. You'll also, if you're watching any of the other shows, or I should say subscribe to the other shows, you probably will find this in your feed, surprise, as we get off the ground. So the first few episodes I'll be distributing through all the feeds so you know about it and can make the decision to subscribe or not. For the very first MacVoices Briefing, I thought I would share a little problem-solving tip that I came across because I had a problem and I was able to solve it with a piece of freeware. The problem was trying to get a multi-page PDF imported into Keynote. What happens when you do what you think you would do is open a Keynote file, pick a slide, and then try to drag the multi-page PDF in. What you get is you get the first page going in, and that's pretty much it. You can jump through a bunch of hoops with some of the PDF editors and utilities out there doing a lot of exporting and importing or copying or dragging, copying and pasting, whatever. But there's a great little utility called, ironically, PDF to Keynote. And its sole purpose in life is to take PDFs, especially multi-page PDFs, and move them over into a Keynote format that's usable. The program is free, and you can download it at this website, and I'll have links in the show notes, of course. What you do is simple with it. You open your multi-page PDF in PDF to Keynote. You have the opportunity then to do a little rotation, a little scaling, a little bit of minor editing so that what you're going to get out is actually useful. Once you've done that and decided how you want to do it, you save as, and you get the option to save as one of a variety of versions of Keynote, the most recent being Keynote 09, or to an OmniGraffle file. What comes out, especially for the Keynote user, is a Keynote file that has each of the pages of your multi-page PDF open in the new Keynote file, each page on a separate slide. From here, it's pretty easy. You can either work around the Keynote document that it has created and create your presentation from that. Probably the way you'll use it is the way I used it, by opening the two side by side and then dragging the pages that I wanted out of that multi-page PDF into Keynote. It's simple, it's easy. The images don't come in editable, but of course we all know that utilities like PDF Pen and PDF Pen Pro can do OCR on PDFs and create editable text. And that's a little bit different. Here, the whole idea was to just take something that came out of a document scanner, maybe a BizHub or something you have at work, and get it into Keynote in a fashion that is easy and doesn't take a lot of time. So if you have that problem, PDF to Keynote will solve it. It'll solve it for free. The author does ask that if you use it, email her and tell her you like it. With this show, hopefully she'll know that I like it and have used it, and it's solved one of my problems. That's the kind of thing you'll find on the MacVoices briefing. I hope you will join us. So again, please visit us at MacVoicesbriefing.com, and we will see you back here again on the next MacVoices briefing. Thanks for listening. The MacVoices briefing is part of the MacVoices group at MacVoicesgroup.com. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at BackbeatMedia.com.